The news story we're reacting to today has a crazy headline. It is titled, "Plumber Returns to Re-Clog Pipe After Restaurant Refuses to Pay Bill." So, insane story. We'll have to hear out both sides, see the information in this video, and let's check it out.
Evansville, owners of an East Side restaurant say they feel extorted after they say their plumber returned to re-clog their pipes over a disputed bill. Liz DeSantis joins us after hearing both sides of the story. Liz?
Yeah.
Well, Rob, when the plumber didn't receive payment right away after a finished job, they returned the next day to undo their repairs.
In one day? Don't you get usually like a week or two or a month? Like on a bill notice? Okay, so very next day.
Now, it's a matter that might normally be settled in court, but this plumber decided to take matters into their own hands. What started as a normal day at the restaurant has Thai bistro and bar owners saying they feel extorted.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. It's like, okay, is this really happening?
Operations manager Jesse Sanders says when their grease trap started to overflow, they called Heron Plumbing Company to fix the block. 3 days later, when it happened again, they called the plumber back, this time saying it was an emergency.
So this was the first invoice, basically explaining all the work he did. And then this is the second one, basically doing the same exact work on all the lines, and he charged us double.
The bill was $235. The second was $390, and the owners refused to pay the second one.
Well, now wait a minute. See, that's an issue. Did you agree upon it beforehand? Was this okay? We'll do the job and charge you later? Because I'm trying to think. I mean, I've never hired a plumber, never had plumbing work, but at least with anything like lawn related, it's okay. Here's your invoice. This is what it's going to be for the job. Like, they let me know in advance. So what's going on here? Like, you expected it to be the same, or he does the work and then invoices later? Because I feel like it would just solve the problem. Hey, it's going to cost this much. Are you good with it? Hey, okay, boom, let's go. So I have to hear what the plumber said.
It's not about the money. It's just about him just standing behind his work.
Restaurant surveillance cameras show the plumber returning
the next
the money. Standing behind.
Owners refused to pay the second one.
It's not about the money. It's just about him just standing behind his work.
I'm confused. What do you mean it's not about the money? It seems to be very much about the money. You're complaining about it being double. Am I missing something? Like I said, you got to agree to the price beforehand. I mean, how else would it work? Right, a plumber goes in, okay, here's this job. We'll just estimate how much it is, and we'll let you know afterwards. Like, no, I need to know in advance. Because I don't want to be overcharged for anything. Restaurant surveillance cameras show the plumber returning the next morning.
And the following day, we received a text message saying that he's on our property. He put a balloon into our grease trap, and he's not going to remove it until we paid.
What?
Text exchanged between the parties show the owners were given about an hour to pay their bill before the plumber left for the weekend.
If we were to leave the balloon in there, it would have overflowed the restaurant with water, dirt.
Yeah, that's a little excessive. I mean, I'll see it. It's like, no, we're not paying the bill that we agreed to. And he's like, okay, well, then you're not getting the work I did. But I feel like it got to go to court. We can't have these back and forth. But yeah, I think the restaurant started in the wrong. You can't, come out and say we're not paying this bill. But I think I see where the plumber's coming from. This just seems like a little bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he does need the money. They agreed to pay it, but also, like, is it really a one-day thing, or maybe they had a month to pay it, but once they said no, he's like, oh, you're not going to pay me, okay? Like, I'm about to do this. I don't know what's the legality of this. I don't think it's legal to put the balloon in the pipe, but it's also not legal to agree to a contract and not pay them?
Dirty water that's going down the grease trap. And basically, we would have to shut down.
Plumber Joel Heverin tells 14 News over the phone his business offers no warranty for drain cleaning. He says the restaurant also had a history of being slow to make payments.
I don't have a magic wand I can wave and remove all of the garbage and debris from the drain.
So this has been brewing. So they've been slow to make payments before. This has been brewing. So they've always been holding out before, and this guy just got fed up. I don't know, man. That's a tough situation. I guess you just gotta cut them off as a customer at a certain point. If they're not paying their invoices, you gotta be like, hey, look, y'all don't pay on time. I'm just not going to service this business. So yeah, it seems like some drama brewing, and he finally snapped. He's like, bro, y'all better pay me. You like my services so much. All right, I'll just clog this grease pipe.
Line. So what we can do is we can snake it. We can verify that it's open and working correctly, which is what we did.
Police officers came to the restaurant to mediate. No. They tell us these matters are normally settled in small claims court.
Frankly, it was not worth me pursuing it in court. It was not worth my time. Just wasn't worth it for me.
With officers on scene and the bill paid, Heveron Plumbing removed the blockage.
All right, you're good to go.
The restaurant says the bill they handed over ultimately was marked paid under protest.
Being a small business owner.
Oh, it seems to have worked out. I mean, what they finally paid. All right, you removed this. Okay, y'all calm down. You know, it seems like the police marched in and settled this properly. What does this guy have to say?
They handed over ultimately was marked paid under protest.
Under protest.
Being a small business owner, we don't want that to happen to other customers and clients of his or other plumbers, because it's just ridiculous that it had to come down to this.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I see the plumber side a little more than their side. Like if they're late on invoices consistently, but then I also see their side. It's like, you know, he keeps agreeing to do work with them, and it had only been like one day. It hadn't even been a month. So I don't know. This all seems kind of petty.
Now, Thai Bistro and bar owners tell me they filed a complaint against Heveron Plumbing Company with the Better Business Bureau. The plumber tells me they have yet to officially respond to that complaint.
Oh, a BBB complaint. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. They went to the BBB. Like, does that even matter? I don't even know, bro. It just seems petty. It seems to have been settled, but I mean, do the other businesses have problems with this plumbing company? Okay, are they paying their bills on time? I guess the thing is, okay, the plumber's supposed to go to small claims court, but that's time, that's a headache, that's a hassle. Are they even going to show up? Now I gotta hire these lawyers. He's like, you know what? They're not paying me. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. And he got the result he wanted, I guess. You know, now they're gonna go to the BBB, and now it's this whole media story. But shoot, I mean, it kind of. I'm saying he's in the right, you know, because we don't want these petty back and forths and whatnot. But shoot. I mean, he did get the result he wanted, but let me see what the comments have to say about this, map. See, it seems to have worked out. You know, it seems to have been settled. Oh, let's see. As a tradesman myself, I applaud the plumber for standing up business. Yeah, I see where he's coming from, but I don't know. I don't want to come to this. Oh, man, it's not about the money, yet you didn't pay. Yeah, that's what I was saying, because they brought up, oh, this bill was higher. He charged more the second time around, and that's why I'm curious, like, did he set the price in advance? And they're like, oh, how can you charge more for the second time? Well, it seems like you're not paying on time, you're not paying enough. Maybe that's why he charged you more, or the job was slightly different, who knows? Or maybe it's because it's an emergency, like, oh, well, I have to be here so quickly, I have to go out of my way to be here. It's going to cost more if you want it in a timely manner. It's his business, so yeah, it certainly seemed to be about the money. If the restaurant had their grease trap cleaned regularly, then it wouldn't clog in the first place. Like, I don't work in a restaurant, but doesn't grease inherently clog pipes? So this guy seems to know a lot more than me. You're supposed to clean the grease trap? I always thought, you know, if you cook food, I'm going to be honest, I don't really cook. But if you cook food, you know, you got the grease. Aren't you supposed to throw it in the trash can, or you get your grease jar? Like, grease and drains, like, don't mix. So, but they have a grease drain here? Like, that seemed a little confusing, but I'm not knowledgeable enough about restaurants. I haven't worked in the food industry, so I don't really know. If you call with an emergency, it's only right to charge more, because the company then has to reschedule jobs already on the books. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want it in a timely manner, it might be the same job, but they have to go out of their way, maybe get an extra customer. Yeah, like this guy said, they might have to reschedule and whatnot. So it's going to cost more if you want the service done immediately. Dude went on the news like he didn't skip on the bill. Yeah, but it had only been one day, but if he made his intentions clear, he skipped on bills before, according to the plumber. You know? I mean, shoot, bro. Complaining to the BBB. Like, I think it's a bit of an extreme measure, okay? You know, we don't want back and forth where contractors, you know, sabotage things when people don't pay. You know, we got to go through the court. But I do kind of see where he's coming from. Seems a little insane. Dear restaurant owner, if a customer orders the same thing twice, will you charge only once? I think that's the point, or he wants him to charge the same, but we kind of went over that. Like I said, you want it in a timely manner, you want it immediately. And even if it wasn't immediately, right, the plumber can charge whatever he wants. You say, hey, we have this problem with the drain pipe. I assume the plumber said, hey, here's your invoice. It's going to cost this much. You can agree to it, or you cannot agree to it, and you can go to a different plumbing company, right? I mean, there got to be plenty of plumbers. I mean, this is somewhere in Indiana. They call it the tri-state area, but it's not the DC I thought that was the tri-state area. But there's like a Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky tri-state area. I looked it up on the map. But sure, there got to be plenty of plumbers. You call for a service, just pay the bill, man. I mean, yeah. If that was agreed upon, you know, beforehand, I don't really see the issue. It's unbelievably cheap for a service company to unclog a commercial drain. This dude has no clue how blessed he is. Oh, that is unbelievably cheap. Yeah, I don't know about the price of this guy. He's named Texas Range, so he might be over in Texas. It might cost more. So yeah, comment down below if you know anything about that. Def comments, those prices don't seem unreasonable. Of course, you pay more for emergency bills. Off hours, pay your bills. Yeah, seems fair. It's ridiculous that it had to come down to this. The only ridiculous thing here is that you think you're entitled to free labor. Yeah, I agree, but so if the plumber goes to court, do they have to pay his court fees? Do they have to pay the lawyer fees, you know, if he wins in small claims court? I would hope that would be the case, or else he's kind of dissuaded from going through to that. But, I mean, yeah, I think the restaurant owner is more in the wrong. You know, I think it's a little too far to clog the pipe, but I mean, shoot, you got to pay your invoices. This plumber's out here doing work. He needs to make money. He has to make a living. You agreed to the price, and now you're going to say, no, I'm not paying that much that you signed off on, I believe. It must have been beforehand, unless he charged you afterwards, but it doesn't make any sense. My neighbor retired as a plumber. His main complaint was from business owners, typically restaurants that didn't pay invoices. Darn shame. Yeah? Dang, bro. Like, can you go to court? Like, what is the recourse for plumbers out here if a restaurant is just not going to pay them? I don't know. Can they can they do something? I feel extorted for having to pay for a service I received. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, clogging the pipe, I'm not sure the legality on that, but it seems like most people are taking the plumber side completely. And like I said, I'm a little more on his side, but, you know, kind of want everything to be legal. You don't want these destructive back and forth. $300 does not seem outlandish for cleaning a restaurant's drain. Yeah, I have no idea, bro. I don't know what the average grease drain cleaning is. LFP Gaming comments, refusing to pay a contractor is theft of services, so the restaurant is the only one breaking the law here. Well, I don't know if that's the case. What is the law on that? Like, if I do a plumbing service for someone and they're like, nah, we ain't paying for it, can I go in and undo it? I don't think so. I don't know, man. I ain't a lawyer. I'm just a Roblox YouTuber, bro. As a plumber myself, he gave an excellent price. I would have charged you $550. Well, dang, bro. I mean, shoot, yeah, see, I guess it's a low price, but it doesn't even matter. If you agreed to even, let's say, like $2,000, something ridiculous for the service, if you signed and agreed to it, you got to go through and pay him, right? I mean, shoot, man. When he said good to go, I laughed so hard. I mean, yeah, it seemed to be good to go. I mean, shoot, the police showed up. They remedied the situation. The restaurant begrudgingly paid him, so it all seemed to work out, I guess, you know? I mean, shoot. I love this dude. I used to work in a store that used to have 10 employees. The owner of the store was known in the community for not paying his bills, so he used to ask the staff who worked for him if they had a dad who was a plumber or a tradesperson. Everyone would answer no because they knew he didn't pay people. Oh, dang, bro. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what is their complaint to the BBB? Oh, he charged us too much that we agreed to, and then he clogged the pipes when we didn't pay? I don't think that's going to dissuade too many people from using this plumbing service. I'm not sure, but crazy stuff all around. But yeah, comment down below your thoughts on this. Whose side are you on in this situation of the clogged pipes? And click here for a previous reaction video, and I'll catch y'all next time. Lace up.